Stop looking for superheroes in comics. Watch this video to the end. Trust me, we've got some surprises for you. It's true that humans can't fly until they find a few friends and a trampoline. Compared to this racer, even light seems to be moving at a snail's pace. He managed to accelerate over 400 miles per hour in just a few seconds, setting the absolute land speed world record. When your job makes you a cross between a builder and an NBA player. Meanwhile, some guy is hammering nails with his hands somewhere. A hard choice is when the cops tell you to stop, but your Lambo is saying, man, I can get up to 300 kilometers an hour. Okay, maybe it's not that hard of a decision. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? This pro freediver definitely knows. With impressive physical training and a huge lung capacity, he dove to a record 115 meters. Am I the only one who wants to take a deep breath now? Imagine shaking this guy's hand once and never feeling it again. He's an expert. How to say you can't swim in the language of talented folks. If all the exercise bikes in your gym are broken, you can bet this crazy guy was training on them. Imagine getting up to 145 kilometers an hour on a bicycle. Still think driving to work is faster? And this next record will make the dude from that last clip and the Bugatti manufacturer cry. Denise Muller-Koronek proved that one bike and a little confidence are all you need to reach 296 kilometers an hour. Do you know why perfection doesn't exist? Because this team has taken it all for themselves. Apparently, this is what Red Bull advertisers imagine the typical consumer of their energy drink to be like. Is this video fake or real? Let me know what you think in the comments. This is that moment when the result is worth every second of waiting. What can give you a thrill and heart palpitations at the same time? That's right, this dude on a tightrope. Now check out this master of balance. Trampolines and tightropes are all the same to him. At the job interview, this mechanic was asked if he could work at 35 kilometers an hour. Well, now he knows why. This guy is undoubtedly cool, but not as impressive as his dentist's profits after this stunt. Just kidding, he's fine, but do not try this at home. It turns out that there are people in the world who find it more convenient to fly while standing on a plane. They're professionals though, so don't try this. At first, I was like, haha, swimming is so lame. And then I saw this swimmer training, and no more haha from me. Gravity? Nah, none of that here. Just a pro doing some sick stunts on a bike. According to my driving instructor, this is how I should be able to park after a 1-hour lesson. Between a crocodile and a fine from his boss, this guy chose the second, scarier option. Did you know there's a Japanese vehicle that can go as fast as a jet? That's right, I'm talking about the Aspark SP600, a Japanese car that set a new world record for the fastest electric hypercar by reaching 438.7 kilometers an hour. I mean, look at the driver's face. For him, it's like driving a passenger bus. Looks like when God was handing out rollerblading talent, these girls managed to get in line a few times. when you tell your mom you're having lunch and she asks for a video. No lies, just facts. Everyone has a crush on someone. For Formula One drivers, for example, it's this guy. Caesar could multitask, but juggling on skis? That's too much even for him. Now this is a pro. During military training, even opening the hood of a truck can be a real challenge, but this woman takes it on with pride. Remember Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles? Well, check out how much he's improved his nunchuck skills. What do you mean that's not him? POV: Prince Eric, Mermaid Ariel's husband, trying to impress her dad, Neptune. Top 2 world mysteries: how Egyptians built the pyramids and how these athletes managed to build 2 perfect formations with parachutes in the air. I can't even imagine what it must have taken to train for this record. What's so special about 37 years? No, it's not the age when you finally figure out how to use the washing machine. It's how long the previous high jump world record has stood unbroken. But on July 7th, Yaroslava Mahutchik's jump of 6.88 feet opened a new chapter in athletic history. I bet kitchen knives are the most useless thing in this woman's house. What can I say? This girl's limbo skills have really unlocked some sort of divine level. This video was sent to us by a Cyclops who lent this guy a lens. He wanted us to check out how well he can draw with it. Guys, remember, real women don't dream of getting married, they dream of being Bumblebee. A friend helps you open a bottle with his hand, but a best bro does it with a bike. He's a pro, so don't try this. For this gymnast, a spine is like a unicorn, a mythical creature. This 16-foot 10-inch aluminum circle could have been a Ferris wheel for kids or a wedding ring for a titan, but this man decided to use it as a hula hoop. Are you shocked? Because the Guinness World Records Committee and I sure are. This video's for those who complain about itchy sweaters. How about a hoodie made of live bees? This brave guy sat in one for a whole hour, breaking his previous record of 20 minutes. And he's fine. All the top supermodels in the world learn to walk in heels from these stilt walkers. Attention! This is not a drill. Robots have infiltrated our society. Oh wait, they're just really skilled dancers. It looks like Luffy from One Piece has some serious competition for the title of most flexible person in the world. Forget about yin and yang, these guys jumping on bamboo are a true symbol of balance. This guy should get a DNA test ASAP. I bet he's 80% spring. All you need to know about this guy, he's fearless, he's a pro, and he's been preparing for this jump from a wind turbine for a long time. Let us know in the comments if it was all worth it. I hope her salary weighs more than this keg. A normal person looking at a 1.5-ton helicopter thinks, wow, that would be so cool to fly. But the strongest man on the planet thinks, wow, that would be so cool to lift. And you know the difference? The second one did what he wanted. In his spare time, he also pulls a 36-ton Boeing airplane, so if someone needs a tow truck, just call him. And the top spot in the list of the craziest people goes to these athletes. No way someone would jump so joyfully from the world's second tallest residential structure. This could be an ad for anti-gravity sneakers, but for now, let's admire this guy's perfect slick back. Congratulations, you've been playing with this toy wrong your entire childhood.
Isn't this incredible?
I would expect to see mutants or zombies in a nuclear tower, not dudes base jumping. It's time to remind you how awesome ballerinas truly are. I wonder, does drinking what's in those bottles count as training? Sorry if I sound like I have a foot fetish, but this athlete's legs are truly amazing. Stig Prids is living proof that joint disease doesn't mean the end of one's athletic career. Despite having arthritis, this man dove a record 150 meters underwater, and he did it while holding his breath. He's a true legend among freedivers. This girl may not be a record holder yet, but with diving skills like these, she's already a potential mermaid. Rumor has it that this guy balanced a ball on his finger so long that his fingerprint rubbed off. I'm joking, but his skills are not. He actually set a Guinness World Record by spinning a basketball on a pencil tip for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Impressive, right? Gum, clay, and even rubber wish they were as flexible as this girl. In Greek mythology, Icarus used wings to fly. How dumb of him! Everyone knows you need skis to fly. Stefan Kraft demonstrated this perfectly with his record jump of 253.5 meters. Okay, Google, how many episodes of Naruto did this girl watch before learning to walk on walls with chakra? This guy is either a very skilled video editor or a gravity hater. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Reason 156 to buy a ticket to the beach right now. There's a chance you'd get to see this pro. This guy's catchphrase is apparently, I came, I saw, I shot a ball into a basketball hoop from 70 meters away. I don't know how good this man is at glass blowing, but with cheeks like those, he could definitely store some serious rations for the winter. This guy calls himself a professional Taekwondo fighter, but I'll bet you $10 he's the Hulk. Speaking of unusual hobbies, here we have a guy who likes to walk on water instead of land. This video is your sign to go to the roller rink after this episode. You might run into this lovely lady. Looks like Captain Hook got tired of being a villain and decided to become a successful tattoo artist. Now that's what I call character development. In case gymnastics doesn't work out, this guy can always find work as an arch. And here we have someone who can jump over houses, and soon it seems he'll be ready to take on skyscrapers. This guy jumped 11.5 feet in the air on a pogo stick. He literally rose a level above all of us. Here's another equally impressive pogo stick record. The owners of these 5 cars probably lost a dozen nerve cells watching this. The most famous circuses dreamed of having this acrobat in their shows, but our channel beat them to it. These guys are what claustrophobia itself fears. They voluntarily climbed into a super narrow cave, had some fun, and made it out. Oh, no big deal, just footage of Spider-Man at his day job on a zip line. I have a serious question for HBO. Why isn't the world's longest dragon boat in House of the Dragon? It's 87.3 meters and holds 179 rowers. It deserves to be there more than anyone else. America has Iron Man, and India has a man with an iron elbow. He can crack 321 nuts in just 1 minute. And yes, that's a world record. I guarantee you'll think of this guy the next time you hear the word speed. He can solve a Rubik's Cube in just 3.13 seconds. That's as long as it takes most of us to say, where do I start? No, Mr. Sada here isn't cosplaying as a bouncy ball, he's setting a record for bum skips. In 2014, he managed to bounce 103 times in 30 seconds. Can you imagine? Unfortunately, in 2022, his record was beaten by a Bangladeshi athlete who bounced 117 times. Is your self-esteem still intact? Well, then it's time to tell you about Bowsy. At just under 2 years old, this cat has already made it into the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's fastest skateboarding cat. Why are pets even better than me? Isaac Johnson is that friend who asks for a bite of your candy bar and ends up eating most of it. But can you blame him? His mouth is a whole 10 centimeters wide. Let's highlight a woman for a moment. Samantha Ramsdell proudly holds the title of woman with the largest mouth. She easily opens it to 6.52 centimeters. For reference, the norm is 4 centimeters. Nothing motivates you to get to the gym quite like a guy doing 27 push-ups in 30 seconds with a 30-kilogram kettlebell in his teeth. How's that even possible? This next clip would put any referee into a coma. 1,200 people playing dodgeball at once. Sounds like a nightmare, doesn't it? Nevertheless, students and teachers at the University of Alberta not only played well, but also unofficially broke the previous record of 450 players. Why does Earth need Superman when it has a guy who can spin a hula hoop while holding a plank for 6 minutes and 34 seconds? Yeah, his family thought it was a joke at first too, but when Guinness World Records sent him a certificate, nobody was laughing anymore. They were just proud of him. A point of pride for Indonesia is Kiramal Kataben. He was once a champion in speed climbing and is trying to do it again right before your eyes. 5.17 seconds! Dude, are you the Flash? This hero had been preparing for his skateboard slalom record longer than half of our viewers have been alive. And the result? An impressive 100 cones in 21.7 seconds and a well-deserved spot in the Guinness World Records.
21.77 knots.
Your ears do not deceive you. She actually said that. Plus, she has to cover the entire distance in 30 seconds. Will she make it? Let's watch. That was close. Maybe the second attempt will be more successful. Anyway, she was good. Why else would you get a snowmobile if not to set another water speed record? At least that's the logic of our next participant. He managed to reach 165 kilometers an hour over a distance of about 400 meters, and he wasn't even warmed up yet. The benefits of being a fish in this lake. Front row seats to the moto show. But don't try this yourself. Who doesn't love juggling? Well, those who haven't seen this master's skills. I propose that we officially recognize the air show put on by this team as the 8th wonder of the world. And now someone try to tell me that esports aren't real sports. Turns out birds can evolve into paragliders. How do you like this innovative method for speeding up your bike? To some people, this is a $50,000 car, but for others, it's just a beer opener. Show me something more amazing than a dog in glasses. Oh, better show the dog again. This driver is so good, he can drive on a road even without the road. Oh, our channel's owner is here to see if you've subscribed yet. Better do it while he's still being nice. Something tells me that this girl gives very strong hugs. This warrior had one job: hit the target. And he overachieved. Let's face it, men are the stronger sex only because women allow us to be. For now. It seems we've forgotten who the fastest mode of transportation was for over 2,000 years. This woman is like, oh, I dislocated my finger? Whatever, I'm still slaying this. When your dog isn't just your best friend, but also a mobile charger, Wi-Fi router, and satellite antenna all in one. This guy doesn't waste time in traffic, he invests it in his dinner. This knight got stuck somewhere between the 14th and 34th centuries, but that doesn't stop him from looking awesome. This is what happens when a physicist decides to use 100% of his brain. We found the creator of the phrase, "get your own way." As you can see, he follows it quite literally. Doctors told this grandpa to get more rest. He told them to learn to do pull-ups first. Every dog owner is jealous of this guy because he doesn't have to clean up after his pet on the street. Take some talent, season it with a flip and a split, and boom, you have perfection. This is what the average skilled person's morning routine looks like. I hope he wears his underwear a different way. Speaking of limits, this guy's muscles have none. This dude isn't afraid of sudden water outages because his body holds an entire well. No comments needed here. This master deserves applause, not words. Call the Rubik's Cube champion and let them try to untangle this puzzle just as fast. Wow, did Hawkeye from the Avengers have an older brother this whole time? When your friends tell you to go to the best barber in town, so you go to yourself. Here's the answer to why Batman only fights crimes by night. During the day, his Batmobile's busy racing. What's a 164-foot wind turbine for two pro extreme athletes? Nothing more than a house fan, but don't you dare try this. And that's all for today. Write in the comments and tell us which record surprised you the most. And remember, the more likes this video gets, the faster the next episode comes out. See you next time.